Ladies and gentlemen, this is TVP World. You're watching another edition of Military Mind, bringing you news from the front lines. I'm your host, Benjamin Lee. Overnight, the Russian army attacked Ukraine with 2 ballistic missiles and 60 drones, according to Ukraine's Air Force. Authorities say the strikes hit 5 locations across the country. In the northern border region of Chernihiv, another key energy facility was damaged during the night's shelling. Because of power disruptions caused by the strikes, railway operators temporarily restricted some suburban train services. In Zaporizhia, the attack damaged infrastructure and residential areas. The blast waves shattered windows and damaged private homes near the impact site. No casualties were reported. Explosions and damage to civilian infrastructure were also reported in Dnipro and Odessa. Now, turning back to the front line, Ukraine's Joint Forces Command has rejected Russian claims that Moscow controls Kupiansk. Ukrainian officials pointed to videos published by Russia's defense ministry showing masked individuals claiming an advance inside the city. According to Ukrainian forces, Russian troops in Kupiansk control little more than the basements that they are hiding in. Any attempt by those forces to advance, officials say, would likely end in their destruction. The situation around Kupiansk remains one of the most intense on Ukraine's eastern front. Ukrainian forces are regaining positions and fighting fiercely in and around the city, while Russian troops are struggling to hold on. Ukrainian commanders have previously said that fully clearing Kupiansk could take several more weeks as isolated pockets of Russian fighters remain hidden inside the city. Meanwhile, outside Ukraine, China moved to blockade Taiwan on the evening of December 29th, surrounding the island with warships, military equipment, and troops. Taiwan is preparing for a worst-case scenario. Authorities have urged residents not to film military movements as the country reinforces its defenses. China insists the operation is a large-scale military exercise near Taiwan's shores, but Taiwan and its partners are skeptical and have authorized their forces to respond appropriately to threats. According to Taiwan's defense ministry, China has deployed 89 military aircraft, 28 warships, and Coast Guard vessels around the island, the largest single-day air presence since October 15 of 2024. Live-fire drills are being conducted in multiple maritime and air zones near Taiwan and along China's coast. Over the past year, Ukraine has deployed about 15,000 ground combat robots to the front lines, several times more than in the previous year. These machines conduct reconnaissance, fire on enemy positions, provide cover for infantry, and support operations in both urban and field environments. Military strategy is evolving in real time as frontline commanders integrate combat systems and operators control multiple robots at once, coordinating strikes with drones and artillery. The numbers tell the story. Technology is becoming a key factor on the battlefield, and Ukraine is showing the power of a high-precision robotic approach to warfare. Each robot on the front line boosts both troop survivability and defensive effectiveness. This next clip shows the effective operation of Ukrainian NASAMS air defense systems, which destroyed a Russian air target using AIM-120 missiles. Each launch is precise and timely, showing the high level of operator training and strong coordination with reconnaissance units. Ukraine received these high-performance systems from its partner, Lithuania, Norway, Canada, and the United States. And thanks to those deliveries, Ukrainian troops have significantly strengthened their airspace defense, making it harder for the enemy to strike civilian and military targets. NASAMS, working together with modern radars and fire control systems, form a reliable shield over key areas, ensuring smooth coordination with other parts of the air defense network.
На С-300. Есть.
In the Sloviansk sector, Ukrainian operators of the Apache unit are systematically targeting Russian logistics, slowing their advances and cutting off the quick delivery of ammunition and supplies. Precise airstrikes have destroyed a truck, a Buhanka vehicle, a quad bike, a passenger car, 2 supply buggies, a motorcycle, an artillery gun, and a field shelter. Now, each of these is a critical link in the supply chain, so without them, Russia's assault groups are left without support. The loss of transport and firepower forces the occupiers to slow their advance, abandon positions, and change routes. Step by step, Ukrainian operators are cutting off the enemy's logistics. The Ukrainian 1st Medical Battalion has repeated the success of a unique evacuation operation using a ground robotic complex. Over the 58-kilometer route, 29 kilometers one way, lasting more than 3 hours and 20 minutes, a wounded Ukrainian soldier was loaded into the GRC's armored capsule for safe transportation. On a stretch of about 4 kilometers, the ground drone came under attack from a Russian FPV drone. But thanks to the armored capsule and the prompt response of medics, the wounded soldier remained unharmed. After completing the route, the Ukrainian defender received all necessary medical assistance and is now continuing treatment at the next stage. The operation confirmed the GRC's effectiveness in combat conditions and its ability to ensure the safe evacuation of the wounded, even under active enemy fire. And with that footage, we conclude this edition of Military Mind. But for more news, update, and commentary, please stay tuned to TVP World.